Well, Purita is one of our pioneer products we are launched by a couple of years ago. Okay, it's almost like this slightly late after we launched the product of IM laser. Okay, and the reason of we launched this Purita. Okay, eventually, as what Brother Yu has been emphasized, is mainly to strengthen and help our blood vessel. Okay, we all understand that IM laser is a healing ministry that to help enhance our ATP, to give us a better cell and give us to fix our cells problem. Okay, but don't forget, the blood vessel is the infrastructure to line up the entire body system. To deliver the nutrients, we all rely on the vessel. So it's very important to keep your blood vessel stay healthy. Okay, it's very important. That's how it's able to help us to transfer, to deliver, okay, the nutrients and energies, okay, inside our body. But what is the fact? The fact today, okay, from the WHO, we know that by 2004, okay, 15 years ago, it's 1 out of 3 people have been dead, okay, caused by the cardiovascular diseases like heart attack and stroke. Okay, 80% of them are coming from developing countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, China, and India. Okay, and we have a different of eating habit and or cultural content that is quite different, which cause that, okay, the high chances to have this stroke and cardiovascular diseases. Now, by 2018, the study is showing that more than 2 million Chinese people dead caused by stroke. And since 2002 until today, okay, in China is ranking as a #1 death diseases compared with other diseases as well, as you know. Okay, in 2002, WHO also shows people were dead from the cardiovascular diseases. As a result, they are 83 to 89%, okay, of the heart diseases and 70 to 76% from stroke. Is this, I think most of us have been heard of this, partially. So whether we wanted to on the bed or on the cot, okay, after we get off from work, is this picture familiar to you? It's only one of our family members or friends or relatives in a wheelchair or in the bed. Okay, as you know, the whole family may suffer from one stroke patients. Okay, if one people getting stroke, okay, it seems like a disaster to not just for yourself but for entire family, because we need to spend a lot of time to give extra care to the person. Okay, and the study also shows that the primary stroke patient will be attacked again, okay, if she or he with the blood pressure not well controlled in the coming 2 to 3 months. What does that mean? Which means once the moment you're getting hit by the stroke, okay, if within 2 to 3 months your blood pressure not well controlled, the stroke will come back to hit you again and again. Okay, so that is the devastator of the true facts. Look at this picture again. Okay, on the top of the photo is showing that a healthy blood vessel, beautiful, smooth, okay, evenly. Okay, that is, you know, when we're at a young age. Okay, but when we're getting older, especially after 40 years, okay, like me now, 40 years, okay, and then there's a lot of things started infecting us because the aging factors, as Brother Yu has mentioned, is caused by inflammations, it's caused by fabric deposit, the diameters reduce, you see at the age on the right hand side. The fabrications like the lines, you see, which showing that the vessel face getting hardened. What if, let's say, your blood vessel getting hardening? Okay, the elasticity, the degree of elasticity will reduce. Okay, and then the entire the inner layer of your blood vessel getting narrow. If there's any aggregates of the cholesterol or other deposit, of course, there will be going to high chances of getting stroke or other related heart diseases. As this, okay. So, as high cholesterol is a major cause of disease burden in both developed and developing countries. You know, even in 2015, okay, Malaysian National Health and Mobility Survey in 2015 is showing that, okay, about 47.7%, okay, above Malaysia at age above 18 years of age, okay, have cholesterol problem. I think that is also very related to the food, the Tapan food we're having here. Nasi lemak, okay, high carbo, high sugar, okay. Yeah. So how does the high cholesterol cause the heart attack and stroke? Okay, I think cholesterol is something we are familiar in the past 10 years. Okay, we all know that LDL, HDL, okay, triglyceride, how does it affecting us? Okay, and let me just getting a little bit familiar here again. On the left hand side is the normal vessel condition. Okay, and on the right hand side is the healthy, it has a health issues. From normal arteries, you convert into a blood clot. Okay, it go through few stages. Okay, along the way of your aging, growing, but it also very much affecting on our living habit. You see, from normal arteries go fatty streaks formation. Then the sizes getting bigger and getting hardening, we call the fibrotic. And then it become a blood clot. Sometimes if your blood pressure is too high, you push the blood clot to move inside of your body. Once it's stuck at some narrow point like in your brain or in your heart, that's where the attacks comes. We call the stroke or brain stroke or heart attack. Okay, and these are the main factors, okay, which very much related to the health conditions of our vessel. We understand cholesterol is not a bad thing because we need cholesterol in our liver, okay, to help us with working functionally. But a part of cholesterol, there's also called low density, which is LDL. Okay, we also call it bad cholesterol. Okay, and the most dangerous besides LDL is triglyceride. Okay, so these are the main factors that affect our vessel conditions. Okay, you also can learn from this table. Okay, as we're sharing with you today, are you at high risk of vascular diseases? Okay, but that is the numbers that we're taking as references. And later you can compare with yourself which level will you be. Okay, and we understand that is why we are promoting a product called Purita. It's trying to protect your blood vessel by now. What is Purita? Okay, eventually Purita is not tea. Okay, it's not tea. Okay, Purita is not tea, but it's traditional herbal formula with 18 ingredients for healthy blood and blood vessel. Okay, this is very important to understand Purita apart from others in the market because Purita is basically its traditional preparation combining with the modern extraction technology. Okay, there's one thing is very interesting I would like to share with you. It's called the honey fermentation. Okay, in Mandarin we call it 蜜制. It uses honey as the premier. You know what is premier? Premier is in the Chinese medicine TCM. Sometimes it has honey fermentation, sometimes they use alcohol fermentation. It's a property that used to bring up the effect of the entire formula. Okay. Nowadays, less and people follow back the old traditional preparation because it's very troublesome. Okay. Normal honey fermentation takes about 21 to 28 days. So that is what we use in the process of manufacturing of Purita. Okay, we are following back the very traditional preparation, okay, with more than 1,000-year history called honey fermentations. We use the honey to fry it together with these herbal combinations. After fried, you leave it, okay, with certain condition of temperature and humidity over 21 days. Very fermented, okay. That's how it can premier of the herbs. It become a premier of the herbs, which is able to improve the efficacy. It's a better result of absorptions. Okay, that's what we believe. A formula is always better than the individual herbs. A part of it, okay, because you understand any plants or the herbs today, okay, will very much affect by the climate and also by the seasons. Okay, even like a red wine, okay, you know, from the Burgundy, the wine, okay, it's like one of it is using example, this a famous wine which is we call it Lafite or whatever. You see, it's by different. It's different. The pricing will be different by age, by years. 82 and the 2002, 2002 and 2012 are the good year. A good year means there's a lot of raining. Okay, it's good sunlight. So the fruit carry a lot of sugar. The sugar content is very high. We call it full body. So that's why, okay, you talk about natural plants are very much affecting by the natural itself. So that's why we need to bring a the modern technology. We call the plant standardization extraction. Either use water or use alcohol. Okay, why? Because we're trying to standardize the compound or the potency, okay, that we are using in every dosage for the consumer, the consume of the product. Okay, for example, okay, like lotus leaf, one of the ingredients of inside of this formulation is called lotus leaf. You'll be understand that before the lotus flower bloom, okay, the content, and after the flower bloom are different. The potency are very much different. So with this technology, we call the plant standardization extractions. We are trying to maintain the efficacy, to standardize the efficacy. Okay, in every sachet or every the pack, okay, we are manufactured. So that is a combination between traditional wisdom and modern technologies. Okay, that's what is made of our Purita. A part of that, okay, when we're getting understanding, we get more understanding. I think this is not the slide. There's some update of the slides. Okay, I need this slides. See, it's not inside. It's here. Okay, I see. Okay. See whether can you see this? I'm not sure whether it's clear. I cannot see. Never mind, it's okay. Okay, see, can you see this? Okay. On the lower part, okay, this warning cannot see. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is the 5 biocompounds factors. Okay, is that we involve we're having inside of this Purita. So Purita is different from other formula because Purita is not just to balancing from the HDL and LDL. Okay, because it's today we don't see from the studies they're showing that it's less of studies showing something can really interfere or reduce the LDL if you genetically. Some people are genetically born with high LDL. Okay, which cannot be reversed. Okay, and from the food that the food that we take is only affect 25% of our LDL. Okay, so the most important is how to maintain and the balance between the LDL and HDL. That's where Purita works different from other products, because Purita not just to maintain the cholesterol, okay, but it helping to reduce the sugar level. It helping to reduce some of the ingredients, factors we call the blood vessel soften factors. We call the blood vessel bioactive intensive factors. We also contain some very high antioxidant factors and blood purification factors, and also bloodstream fat burning factors. And all these factors, okay, are working together, okay, to maintain and reduce, okay, the risk being threatening our vessels' health. Okay, just now, our brother has been mentioned about a word called age, AGE. But I don't know whether you know that AGE have another meaning. It's called the AGES. It's called the anti-glycation end products. What is that? It's very damaging elements to our health. Okay, AGES, anti-glycation, okay, end products. This is happening when the body carry very high sugar level. Once the sugar level is high, the anti-glycations, okay, is created, that we damage on our vessel and damage on our cell. Okay, so that's why Purita comes as a formulation working as a whole, that not just to balancing from LDL to HDL, and also helping to reduce the fats, to reduce the sugar level, okay, and increasing the antioxidants. That's how to maintain our vessel healthy. Okay, I'm showing here a comparative table, okay, with Purita and with other products, okay, products in the market that you are familiar with. Some those as anti-aging, okay, I give a very simple explanation, something like, okay, omega-3, unsaturated fats, acid, or fish oil, those used to reduce LDL, or they call it increasing the HDL. Okay, not reduce, but increasing the HDL. Okay, some products like oats or the enzyme, okay, which trying to help to have a better we call it you have it for a constipation problem, okay, and some of product that claim to help, okay, it's like after you're taking it, you have frequently go to the toilet. It's trying to have those enhancement of or stimulation of your past motions. All these, okay, all these are not really targeting at your vessel level, are not helping your blood vessel. Where Purita comes away with this formulation, with this traditional preparation, okay, with this formula, it's all formula, it's a modern technology combination. It comes in your body and help to change your vessel conditions, help to change your blood conditions. That's whereby the moment we are launching the IM laser, we come together with this Purita, because we understand, okay, besides our body, we have a better energy. We need to have built a very strong infrastructure, which is blood vessel. That's why we have been using develop this a formulation, okay, with many years of experiences with the factories, okay. So as I mentioned, a formula is always better than the ingredients. So here are some of the major ingredients that inside of our great Purita. Okay, some are the fat burning factors. Some are for enhancing the antioxidant level, like this ginostemma. Ginostemma is mainly for the blood lipid and for blood sugar. Okay, it helps, okay, to reduce the glucose of the body. But why you have honey, as I mentioned, okay, honey inside of this formulation working as a premier with a very traditional preparation called honey fermentation, okay, for this formulation, these herbal formulations. I think if you are familiar with those of Chinese herbs, and you see from the old time when the Chinese traditional medicine doctor, they preparing those of herbal medicine for you. Some of them they use honey to fry the herbs, okay, and then they ferment it a couple of days, and then they dry it up, they grind it into a powder form again, and let it boil. That's how we are trying to refer to the most traditional way, okay, to preserve the efficacy of the product. The lotus leaf, okay, and the cibathorn leaf, a very high, also very high antioxidant property, which carries a very high amino acids and fatty acids, okay, and Korean pine, okay, grapes, you see. L-arabinose. L-arabinose is one of the key elements here in the formula, okay, because as I mentioned, but for anti-glycation end products is one of the elements is very damaging to our cell, especially to our blood vessel. Okay, so by having a L-arabinose, these ingredients are able to help to stop our sugar to be absorbed by the intestine. You see, and this component can help to maintain not being break down. You see, when we have eating the carbohydrate, it's going to our body. It breaks down into very small elements that be absorbed by the small intestine as in form of sugar. L-arabinose working the way that okay, it can help to stop those of the glucose being cut into small elements that cannot be absorbed by the intestine and then get out from the body. That's how to help to slow down and reduce the consumption level of the sugar. See, that's when we talk about Purita. Purita is not just a tea. Purita is a formula that, you see, working with all these great ingredients together, create a synergy, okay, to help to promote a better condition of all blood vessel. You see, I give you some illustration before and after, okay? It's showing a better understanding how it works. As what just now our brother you has showing that, okay, the before, if they had some deposit or in the arteries or in the blood vessel, after using Purita daily for 2 months or even more, okay, it can very much, you'll be changing the conditions of in the inner layer of your blood vessel, okay. It can very much, okay, reduce or get a better effects, especially for the formation of clots, okay. We have done a study in showing that in the blood lipid, blood sugar, blood cholesterol, total cholesterol here we turn to mention, and blood acidity, okay. After 3 months, okay, you can do a simple blood testing, 3 months before and 3 months after, okay. You will see there are quite a significant cases, in some cases showing a significant drop in these elements, okay, of our body index. Okay, so after all, because Purita is not like quite simple compared with other product to share and explain. Basically, it's a traditional formula. Okay, we should try to preserve the ancient wisdom by using a honey fermenting process, and either in combined with the modern technology as standardization extractions. Okay, the main purpose to having this product is trying to go along with IM laser, which to promote and to build a better vessel conditions, okay, which to maintain, okay, our bloodline that to can deliver our nutrients and get rid of our toxin, okay, efficiently. That is very important, efficiently, okay. And here I put up some of Q&A for our members or friends to get better understanding of Purita. Okay, first of all, why should we consume Purita? I say, as you know, the aging factors is something is irreversible. aging change in the body is showing in the body, especially aging change in the blood vessel. Aged blood vessel will become rigid and stiffer. This cause of cardiovascular diseases, diabetic, hypertension, and uric acid. So Purita is a blood formula which will helping from 5 different angles. We call the 5D therapeutic factors. By not just helping to balancing from HDL and LDL, but also help to maintain a better condition in your blood acid, your blood sugar, and your fat, your blood fat content. That's why we want to have a Purita to replace the tea that you have. Because Chinese we usually have a habit of having a tea, but why not try to having a Purita? The moment you enjoy the taste of tea, because it contains some leaves, plant leaves, herbal leaves, at the same time, it will have a higher chance to maintain and strengthen the healthy condition of your blood vessel. Who is suitable to consume Purita? We say everyone, suitable before 12 years old above, but except for the pregnant women, because we haven't done any clinical trial study on the pregnancy, so we don't recommend the pregnancy people using it. Does it suitable for the diabetic patient? Of course, as I mentioned, from the study is shown that some of hypertension or high cholesterol patient have history of diabetic. As I mentioned that the diabetic patient will always be affected by the AGEs, the anti-glycation end products. That's the thing. So if you have a diabetic, the diabetic patient always showing that the blood vessel become less elastic, higher fabric, and easy to be inflamed, higher chance to have inflammations. So Purita, which is not only for cholesterol, is helping to promote a better health conditions and then change the condition of a blood vessel. So that is answer the question that even it's good for a diabetic patient as well. How long does it take and getting the result? It's safe to consume as a long-term health supplements. Well, you see, especially for Purita, elite ever experience a response within 24 hours, which means that we are not trying to exaggerate on the effects, because from our experiences, some of our customer or patients after using a Purita, they're showing quite a strong healing crisis results, which is showing that they feel like going to a toilet. But not as severe like you have a stomach pain kind of things, but you feel like to go for a toilet. So it's just like you see our blood vessel is just like a pipe. If inside of a pipe has been aggregate a lot of stain, so if you are increasing the blood flow, or you're trying to put it into some of good factors to clean off the stain, of course the moment when it getting worse, so you feel like you're going to a toilet. It's the same thing, like we call a detoxification response, but not happening to those who are healthy people, who are the younger and healthy one. They don't have this kind of instant response. So I would say the people that you have a weakened conditions, you maybe have a strong reaction after using Purita. But don't worry, it's very safe. It's 100% natural. It's whole herbs. It doesn't have any of side effects. In our past experience, Purita is a formula from my family. From my family formula, it's been using more than a few generations. A few generations. So it's very safe to be used. Most of people will see a improvement, especially your health conditions after 1 or 2 months if you drink daily. Another simple tips or recommendation here is that we think instead of you put into a hot water, like hot water, okay, Purita, you can boil it. You can boil it, you know, as when you boil the water, you can boil with the tea bag, the tea bag of Purita, the tea pack of Purita. You can open it and boil in the hot water. Okay, for about 7 minutes to 8 minutes. Okay, and you keep it cool. You drink. You make sure you drink when it's warm. One thing about Purita, make sure you drink when it's warm. Okay, if cold, then you warm up again. It's always good with a better result. Okay, your drink is warm. It's just like other Chinese herbs. Okay, other Chinese traditional preparations. You drink while it's warm. Okay, it have a better absorption and better results. Okay, if you ask me why, I would say this is from thousands of years of experiences. It's something that I cannot rectify from scientific data, but it works. It just works. Okay, so yeah. And are there any side effects from a consumer Purita? So far, they don't have side effect because we have when we talk about side effects, something sounds like scary. Okay, we have a when we have a clear definition of side effect. Okay, with something going to have a damages on organs or body system, we call the side effects. But here, Purita may create some symptom like you feeling like going to a pass motion, and you may after drink because it can you feel something, you feel warm. Someone after drink Purita may feel body feel warm. All this is not considered a side effect. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's 100% safe. Okay, why I'm experiencing slightly gastro, as I mentioned at this point, I already explained on this. So thank you very much for having the opportunity here to sharing about the Purita, and it's good that it's my first online broadcasting here. So brother Yu, thank you to having me here. Okay, my first time give to you already.
Thank
Okay.
you, thank you. Thank you for sharing with us here also today is I think all of us as you heard from John this is a very fruitful lesson we have learned. So all the while we are thinking, okay, it's better than tea. For me, I always think that it's better than tea. Today I know it is much better than tea. Imagine this is a formula whereby John's family it's a over generation, you know. So John, it's really 我们的福气 right? It's our how to express that in English? I really don't know how to express that. It's a blessing. Put it as a blessing that we can get a formula which has been used by the family, the generation after generation. Yes. Now it's put into a bag, a package for us, and it's so easy. You don't have to travel to China. You ask someone to buy from you, and then you bring it back, and then you don't know whether you can pass the custom or not. No, you don't have to prepare again, and all these they are using this modern technology to prepare. So it is such a good herbs tea, you can, or you like to call it. Okay, thank you, John, for your explanation. We really are grateful that you are here to explain to us. So now, guys, okay, brother and sister in Ventros, do you have any question to ask the expert? John is here, ready to answer your question, or you have consumed a bit, then you go toilet or what? Okay, so now I open up the time for all of you. Please ask whatever question you like. Yeah, extend your question to John. If you like to talk to John, then you raise hand, then I unmute you, then you can talk away. Yeah, Florence. Yes, I have. Yeah, Florence, what you like to share? Oh, Andrew, can you see? 喝了会胃疼啊？哇。
Okay.
Evelyn.
Okay. First of all, there are some people may have a stomach scramble. We don't call it stomach ache, but scramble. Okay, or some stomach pain. This is one of the symptom. Some people may have it. Those people who have a stomach ache is most people that have a stomach problem. So don't worry, you're still safe for use it. But as I mentioned just now, when you're using the Purita, make sure keep it warm. Keep it warm. Okay, drink when it's hot. Drink when it's hot. Then we'll be okay. Then we will be okay. Another question: when is the best time to consume Purita? Okay. Usually I would recommend in the morning. After your breakfast, okay, you can just like you boil a very nice cup of tea, like you boil a very nice glass of Purita, and you enjoy it in the morning, okay. Another time will be afternoon after lunch, okay, about half an hour to 1 hour. In the afternoon, you can have you can continue to drink, to heat up the Purita if you have. Most likely, like one this tea pack, okay, this tea pack, okay. What you can do, you boil, drink until the color is disappeared. Then that's all. So what you can do, you can put a big vase, okay. Then you keep adding a hot water. That's the easiest when you travels. At home, you can just put a pot, okay. Put a 1 or 2 pack of Purita inside. You boil, and then you keep into the what you call it, flask. Then you can preserve that in the warm, and you can drink while you like it. But best time, I would say morning after lunch, and then another is after the morning, and another is after lunch. Yeah.
How much water is required for 1 sachet of Purita?
Okay, 250 ml. Okay, if you boil 250 to 300 ml, which is good already. It's give you a very strong taste. It's very strong taste. So every time once you finish, and then you can add another 250. Okay. Of course, if you can add more or 2 pack. It's all up to you. So no problem. No problem. 大肠癌的病人对 Purita 来讲，我们没有在 Purita 这个配方，我们没有做过关于癌症上面的临床实验。但目前来讲的话 ，Purita 对大肠癌的患者没有影响，是没有影响的，是没有影响的。
It means the colon cancer. Someone asked colon cancer for those people who are having colon cancer.
You still can consume the Purita. You can consume the Purita.
How many sachets should I drink per day?
I recommend 2 sachets a day. 2 sachets a day.
Someone asked, can consume whole day and night means?
Daytime. I preferable daytime. Daytime. Because some people after nighttime, they may affect their sleeping mode. 可以用华语讲。So today is English section.
Okay. I think
it always happens on. We are flexible.
胃痛。
胃痛啊，是刚才那个胃痛吗？问题 OK。喝了不会胃痛，是这样的，很少数的人喝了 Purita 会有胃不舒服的感觉。主要几个原因是因为第一个，他们的本身的一般如果有胃的反应的话，他们的胃都不太好，第二个就是说，尽量像我讲的，用热水，要喝热的 Purita。第一个效果非常好，第二个的话，当你喝了热的以后，你的胃一般不会有不舒服的感觉。但是马来西亚有一个问题，马来西亚人分不清胃痛和肚子痛。你懂吗？
对
所以说
马来西亚人分不清楚胃痛和肚子痛。
腿痛呢，是从腿一直痛到脚都是腿胃痛和肚子痛都是胃痛。其实如果是肚子痛的话没有问题的，证明它是在一个排毒的过程当中，所以没有问题。你坚持喝大概2天， 热的服用的话，这个症状会明显的改善，明显的改善。Best time, I say after breakfast and after lunch. You can drink whole day. You can drink whole day. You can drink, put the Purita in the vase and drink it whole day. Yeah. Can you share about CBA soon as after the
John can share.
Okay.
Next week, next week.
Well, we drink the tea all day now. Still have that. Still doing it through. Is it too much? That's once a week.
Okay. One thing good about Purita, okay, it because the preparation, I call it, it's called the honey fermentation. You see, through honey fermentation, okay, this formula you can use daily. You can use daily. Okay, no worries, no worries. It's very warm. It's very warm. The character of this formulation is very warm. Okay, it's not a cold base. It's not a hot base, but it's a warm base. So okay, you can drink throughout the day. Okay, no problem. And you're trying to drink when it's hot and warm, which is getting better. I think you may have a diarrhea once a while. Is because you see when your body aggregate some of toxin, it's usually after using Purita, you may have some symptom like diarrhea. But after a while, while you continue using Purita, the diarrhea symptom will gone. But like your case, Christy, is if you have diarrhea once a while, I would say it's very related to the living habits that you have. Yeah, so Purita may help you to have this detoxification effects, but make sure you also can make some adjustment on your daily, maybe stressful and lack of sleep, and a lot of factors may cause of this. Okay, flu. Oh, good question. Flu. Okay, if you drink Purita, hot Purita, 2 packets per day, it will also help to enhancing your immune system. When you have a flu, okay, I recommend you drink very hot Purita. You put 2 to 3 pack in the hot water. Okay, you can add a little bit honey inside, make it taste better. Drink it. Very good for the flu. Very good for the flu.
For these foreigners, he drink 1 sachet.
Oh, okay.
That is too much.
This is very strong. That's very strong. That's very strong. That's very strong.
Foreigners, as John has mentioned just now, 1 sachet for a cup is
Too
much.
Too much. I'm talking about 1 sachet a pot.
A pot, not 1 cup. Okay.
250 ml.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, have
okay.
constipations. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's very helpful for your constipations. Uh,
Yes, we use 1 sachet for one pot of greens. You use 1 cup for 1 sachet. 1 sachet for 1 cup. That's why it's very thick. Okay. Yeah.
Try to drink a very hot Purita. It's really good for you. It's really good for you.
Okay, Gujara was asking, can you consume on empty stomach?
You can. But it's better that after meal. You can consume with empty stomach, but better after meal. Okay. Wait on.
heat of cooling if Purita is Purita. Linda go ask is Purita heater of cooling for our body. Heater of cooling.
Heaty. He's trying to say heaty. The heaty of cooling.
Or cooling for our body.
Okay. I think okay, this is a Linda, right? Linda Go's question. Okay. This is a common perception problem with Chinese. Okay, you know, in the northern side of China or northern part, people drink tea while it's hot. Only the southern part of China drink liang cha. Okay, so a lot of people think, okay, drinking liang cha, okay, cooling the body, which is to me is very wrong perception. Okay, it's a wrong perception. Okay, in the formulation of Chinese traditional herbs is working as a whole. Okay, there always some ingredients that trying to cooling have a cooling effect, but at the same time some ingredients trying to warm it up. So it's seeking to certain kind of balance. The good formulation is always a balance. Okay, so like in Malaysia, okay, I will give an example in TCM. The environment is warm, it's hot. So inside our body is cooling. It's just like a yin and yang. Okay, you'd be surprised. Okay, so during winter time, when the environment is cold, inside our body is hot. That's why in the winter time, people sometimes want to eat ice cream in the winter time. Why? Because inside is warm, it's hot. The liver function very strong. But in Malaysia, outside is cold, hot, inside is cooling. So that's why a lot of friends say it's very easy to get 湿气重. Okay, so drinking Purita while it's hot is can help you to get off all this. Okay, so it's not about cooling, but to rebalance, readjust your body conditions. Okay, yeah, that's my answer.
Will they, this Bernard soon asked, will there be any interaction with other medication?
Oh no, this is a Chinese herbs. It's a proper Chinese traditional herbal therapy. Okay, trying to drink. If you take drugs, if let's say okay drugs, usually we recommend half an hour, 45 minutes after drugs. Okay, there will be not any interaction with the medications. Okay, trying to get 45. Okay, 45 minutes before or after. Okay.
Fever, sore throat, and sore throat can drink.
Please, fever and sore throat, drink more. While it's hot, and you can add a little bit honey. Okay, the result will be good. If you want, you can add a little bit ginger also can. Purita is very good formula that you can really having every day with you. It's very good, very, very good.
Okay, Grace Ching asks high blood pressure can consider.
Of course. High blood pressure, even you're like a genetic or non-genetic, also recommend to use the Purita.
这个 Evelyn 安她喝了上很多厕所嘛？
不会脱水，因为上厕所跟脱水是两回事情。这个不是泻肚的药，所以不会脱水。没有事情的，没有事情。
Will very hot water destroy the vitamin?
Okay, it's do nothing with vitamins here. Okay, we talk about Chinese traditional formulation preparations. Okay, it's not like it's different theory with modern nutrient philosophies. Okay, so Chinese herbs is working the mechanism, okay, in a way to healing and to restorations. Okay, so it's not something we eat a plant or eat a vegetable. Okay, we have eat it fresh. Okay, so it's two different things. 凉茶
normal
anytime
we go to
season.
toilet 5 to 6 times per day.
It's a bit more. 4 or 6 times is a bit more, but okay, Nicolim, right? It's 4 or 5 times is a bit more, honestly. But I would say that you see, to taking your questions subjectively, okay, we have to understand how long have you has been using Purita. Okay, for some people at the very beginning stage, you may going to feel more times, but it's okay because it's a detoxification process. Along the way, after a week or 2 weeks, okay, you return to normal. So that's why I need to have more information about your question. Is that beginning or how you use the Purita or how thick you drink. Okay, also matters. Okay. Very hot water throw vitamins.
I think no. I think we answer all the questions already. Any more questions? Is there any more questions?
Okay.
What there is a difference? Like some is more like green.
Oh, okay. You see, Purita are full of herbal ingredients, a combination of leaves of different plants. Okay, so this going with the batches. Okay, you have understand at least all the natural content products. There will be some color differentiation from batches to batch because it's natural stuff. It's natural leaves. Okay, so you cannot standardize the natural components. Okay, this is not like a something like a chemical or something you can really standardize it. Okay, the color and everything. You see, I can give you an example. You know the 3-in-1 coffee. You'll be surprised. Every sachet of 3-in-1 coffee may not be. If you send to the lab test, it may not be same equally. It's a sugar content, because you see they have the cream, they have sugar, they have cream, they have sugar, and they have a coffee powder. The cream always the lightest on the top. The sugar is heaviest going to the bottom. So when you mix, in the mix, okay. So you see how to make sure, okay, every sachet come out 100% safe. Even the 3-in-1 coffee, you also cannot make sure every sachet is the same. And what about the natural herbal drinks? You see, we have understand not just for Purita, even for other products from other companies in the market. Okay, if you're 100% natural products, the color may difference from batch to batch. So if you want us to standardize the color, it's very simple. We can just put a natural coloring. Then every batch is the same color. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay.
Kuchara asked, then you consume after the expiry date.
No, try not consume after. Okay. Chinese herb, usually if you keep in a very dry condition, it lasts forever. Okay. But now, because we are registered under Ministry of Health, okay, the government have been setting a standard with the expiry date. Okay, anything if you consume after expiry date, company is eligible. Okay, we breach the law in Malaysia, so we are not recommend using after expiry date. Okay, we are not recommend.
请问煮了来喝还是放那个日烧水来喝会比较好？
煮的喝比较好，
要
煮的
煮来喝。
煮的喝比较好，就好像煮中药一样，煲来喝的比较好。
哦，我是煲了开水，倒开水下去，直接冲姜来喝。
最好，如果你可以的话，水煮开了以后，把 Purita 放进去7分钟。
就是这样，我就蒸在里面，蒸就这样就一面喝。
没有，你珍珠要下面火要一直开，这个叫滚它，一直要滚它，要煮它。煮7分钟，不是泡7分钟啊。
我只是泡罢了。
煮
我
会好一点。
喝了
如果您的问题是煮和泡哪个好一点，煮会好一点。
煮了会好一点。
是的，煮的一定会好一点。你
我只是
试一下。
泡了这样来喝，我喝了20天，我瘦了3公斤。
Purita is not slimming product, OK
但是我真的瘦了3公斤
是
啊。
OK
但
啊、
是现在
如果
又开始
你可以的
我们
话，最好你放一点点 honey 下去。你
放
煮完了
honey 上
以后放点 honey 更
OK
棒。
OK
更
OK，
棒。
现在就不会泻了。一开始哇，跑厕所跑到我要命啊
是啊，脏东西排干净就好了。
对对，现在没有了啊。
还有什么？
Okay, arrange
OK
Purita in Chinese prison.